Sarah Dean here with Fit Healthy Moms, and today I want to talk to you about why you're still fat. Okay, not really, that sounds really judgy, but I want to talk to you about why you're struggling with weight loss, why you're maybe in a plateau, why you're still carrying baby weight even though your baby's not a baby anymore. So there's a handful of things that go with this, and like I said, this isn't meant to be judgmental because there's certainly times that I struggle with all these things myself, but I want to give you some reasons that this happens and also some things you can do to combat it. So the first thing I want to touch on is the significance of consistency. If you're not consistent in your efforts to maintain a healthy lifestyle, you won't lose weight, and you're going to if you maintain the lifestyle that you have right now, you're going to maintain the weight that you have right now. And dieting or choosing to do something for a set amount of time, like doing Atkins for 6 weeks or doing the South Beach diet for 2 weeks or doing some sort of diet where there's a beginning and an end to it, a lot of times doesn't set you up for long-term weight loss and long-term weight loss maintenance. So you might lose some weight during that time period, but really it's a long-term sustainable lifestyle that is going to help you or allow you to maintain a certain body weight or to reach that body weight and then maintain that body weight. I can't say enough for changing that mentality of dieting to switching over to that mentality being a lifestyle change. Now, I know this is really challenging if there's certain things you love in your diet that you're not willing to give up, or you love to sleep in a little bit every morning so you're not willing to work out. Those are big, big changes that people have to make, and a lot of times that takes some time to do that. And what I tell my clients, especially my weight loss clients, is every day you're just practicing making better decisions. And the more you practice, the more those decisions become habits and routines, and the more you can make them on a consistent basis without always really having to go through this mental game of, should I pick the pasta or should I pick the chicken salad every time I go out to dinner? Over time, if you pick the salad enough times, over time you won't even look at the pasta on the menu anymore. You'll just sit down and think like, oh yeah, I always get a chicken salad when I go out to dinner because, like for me, I know I'd rather have a glass of wine or two, and that's where I want to get my calories, not from the bowl of pasta. The bowl of pasta, it's good for 2 bites and then I'm kind of over it. The glass of wine, however, I love and cherish every sip. So I'm going to have the chicken salad so I can have my wine. So it's a little game of, trading this for that, but then ultimately making those trades worthwhile trades and value-adding trades so that you're having this idea of really keeping everything in balance for the long haul. So the other thing about consistency is exercising consistently. So it's the practicing making the food choices, which is for a lot of people really the struggle. But then again, there's also the struggle of exercise and fitness. And so what I tell people is finding a routine, setting a schedule, making appointments with yourself, and being very, very consistent. I have people come in all the time and they tell me, well, I worked out for 3 weeks. I got in 3 workouts 3 times each week for 3 weeks. I've eaten really well and I've only lost 2 pounds. 3 weeks in the grand scheme of things is nothing. So it really has to be a long-term change. And I can't overemphasize how much it's really like just plugging away a little bit every day. So with exercise, you want to make those appointments with yourself. Make sure that you have scheduled times to get to the gym and make it a part of your life that is non-negotiable. And decide on a time of day when you will not talk yourself out of it and things cannot get in the way. For moms especially, that has to many times be first thing in the morning. So making sure that you're getting in those workouts. What I tell people, for weight loss, you want to be looking at 5 days a week. Now that can be a really big number for workouts per week for someone who's not used to working out. So if you want to start with 2 or 3 workouts a week, that's great. Over the course of a month or 2 months, try to get up to 5 days a week. For many people, they find that if they're really consistent 5 to 6 days a week, that actually allows them to build that pattern and that routine because they do it every day. So it's much easier to keep it consistent. A lot of times people who do 2 or 3 days a week, they do it for a few weeks and then they just kind of fall off the wagon. But if you do that 5-6 days a week and you repeat that over and over and over, then it really becomes a lifestyle habit where every day you're kind of like, this is just what I do. It's like getting up and eating breakfast. I get up and I work out, that's my thing. So it's just very routine. That's how exercise is for me. I know that I'm going to exercise 6 days a week, every week, pretty much every week of the year, except for like 1 or 2 weeks maybe when I'm on vacation, where I might go like 3 workouts in a week. So it's not even something I think about. It's not something I really have a lot of thought processing about. I just know that it's going to happen. And a lot of times other things in my day will get shifted around or moved to make that happen because I know that's going to happen. Like the laundry might not get done, I might not do the dishes, the house might be a disaster, but my workouts are going to get in, and that's just how it is. But again, it took me a while to get to that. So building those routine thought patterns to support your routine lifestyle habits, very important part of the process. And then the last thing, why you're fat, is being aware that when I talk with moms about weight loss and weight loss maintenance, I talk about kind of being good and then indulging. And you want to be good 80% of the time and let yourself indulge 20% of the time. You need to really be aware of what being good 80% of the time means. That means all of your meals except for 2 meals a week are going to be really good, clean, healthy meals. That means you're not overindulging. You're not getting snacks out of the vending machine at work. You're not having a bowl of ice cream before you go to bed. Any of those things. 2 indulgences a week. That's not a lot. The payoff for that is amazing. The payoff for being that disciplined and that focused in terms of diet and exercise is going to be amazing results for you. So it will be worth it in the long haul. But a lot of times people will come to me and they'll say, well, I eat healthy and I exercise. And when we get to talking about what they're really doing, they're eating healthy is like, yeah, maybe they have salad every night, but it's like salad and a big plate of pasta and right before they go to bed, and they work out, a couple times a week, but usually it's walking the dog and their heart rate doesn't really get up and there's no hills. And so there's nothing wrong with some of those lifestyle choices, but that's not being really good 80% of the time and indulging 20% of the time. That's more like being good 20% of the time and kind of doing what you want 80% of the time. So be really aware of what it means to be disciplined in your nutrition and be disciplined in your exercise. So from there, you can start to get over some of those humps. You can change habits. You can build a lifestyle that allows you to be thin, fit, comfortable in your own skin all the time for the long haul. So that's why you're still fat, and that's why we're here to help you at fithealthymoms.com. So please use this as a resource. Ask for help as you need it. Ask for guidance as you need it. That's really why we're here. We know that this is challenging. It's a struggle. Like I said, I have my own struggle with it all the time. So no judgment here. Please reach out if we can help you in any way, and we will see you soon at fithealthymoms.com.